Hi, morning everyone. Mark, and I got this fine gentleman here, Jody.
Hi.
Today's conversation is about how a young man like him are able to score and make good money, able to enjoy life. At the same time, he knows what he wants. Jody is only 29 years old.
Yeah,
29. And I was told, we had a casual chat earlier that this is his first industry, fresh from Temasek Polytechnic,
Correct.
major in finance. Maybe Jody, you'd like to, tell us more about your success formula in the last 3 years?
Okay, so I think there are a few factors which are important. Of course, I think the first one definitely is the mindset. The mindset is very important when you set yourself to actually achieve something. You have to actually go ahead with the plans. So a lot of people at times they have the goal in mind, but they fail to actually act on it. So other than that, I think to really succeed, some things like the company support and your mentor, I think is very important, because what the company gives to you and what your mentor teach to you can effectively save you maybe 2 years of learning. Right, so I think these two things, it's very important, because many times if we are going to be trying and making mistakes ourselves, then we will definitely be wasting a lot of time. So I think if you are able to actually find a good company and a good mentor, I think these two things will definitely.
So it's a positive mindset, having a good mentor. In the last 3 years, Jody came to join Huttons all by himself, alone.
Yeah.
Today, he led a team of more than 50 over people, very young people, and all these 50 people that he led, many of them are good performer, earning good income on a yearly basis, 200,000-300,000 a year, many of them. Some of which even have, two of them become top rookie, earning millionaire, means a good commission, take home pay of more than $1 million. Obviously, this master at the age of 29 is also a millionaire. For the last 3 years, he has progressed very well. Looking at when you first joined Huttons, there's the other big two agencies. Why do you join Huttons and decide to spend? And I was told, candidly, you told me that you're going to spend the next 10 years in Huttons, going to a team of at least 500 people. What do you think about Huttons? Why?
I think, frankly speaking, from the day I joined Huttons until now, especially in the last 1 year, I think things have improved tremendously. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I feel it's this way, especially things like the new analyzer which came out. So my last 2 deals, which I closed for new launches, I actually really used the app to analyze with the clients to actually help them to make a decision. So I think nowadays as agents, we need to be more client-centric. We need to position ourselves more as an advisor, which I think these tools really greatly help me along the way.
I think all these tools, apps, training sessions are all given in this industry. We use these tools to help young people like Jody, or even the existing agents who have been with us for the last 20 years. Huttons this year is celebrating their 20 years. But having said all these things, I think it is the personality, it is your passion that drive this business. And the rewards, of course, is the take away the money that you have earned. Now, I also like to highlight Jody. Personally, I knew him for a year that I joined this company. He's a young man that are very focused. He knows what he wants. Literally, we spend one day, only 24 hours. We spend some time sleeping and we spend some time working very hard. But it is the amount of effort, the amount of plan on a very routine, because he knows that through some routine activities, and that's where he are able to grow his customer base. And the relationship and rapport, I was told by many customers that comes to us, that say Jody is very unique because he has that personal touch. I'm not sure that personal touch is what you take the prospect out for coffee, or you constantly send them WhatsApp. How do you keep that kind of rapport with your customer?
Okay, I think different agents have different way of working, but mine, I always actually try to keep it not so formal with my customers. So I tend to connect to them or with them at a personal level, and customers, I think being humans, they can sense your sincerity in, of course, acting in the best interest of them. So how I actually connect with them is I don't always keep it work. So sometimes while we are waiting for something, waiting for documents, or even driving to the next show flat, I of course tend to have small conversation to really understand.
Drive safe, huh?
Yeah.
Drive safe. Yeah.
Understand like what's their real situation, why are they upgrading, why do they really need to sell, and then from there, when they feel that you really genuinely try to understand them rather than selling something that you bring them to, then naturally they will feel the trust that they will give to you will start to increase also, because they generally know that you are not rushing to close the deal, but instead trying to really find them something that is suitable.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Well said. I'd like to take this conversation away from just introduction of Jody, how he has succeeded. I'd like to show some upcoming launches to give you a flavor what is coming along the market to the audience. We have Baywin, and then we have Piccadilly Grand, we have Live at MB, we have North Gaia, and the Huttons. Now, though the market is a bit slow, but sales are naturally picking up. There are, yesterday in the market, there is this GLC. One is the EC, which was won by Qingjian. 9 bidders, and the winning price was 661 per prop ratio. That probably translates to 1,300, selling between 1,200 to 1,300 when it could launch at Bukit Batok. Coming from your young angle with 3 years of experience, but I'm sure experience do counts, but sometimes success cannot be measured by the amount of time that you are at or experience that you have gained through that traction. You are 3 years, you have done so well that people who could have spent 10 years are not able to achieve the record. What do you think of this market? EC, 661 per plot ratio, selling price, 1 year down the road, 15 months down the road, could be about 12 to 1,300. What is the comments on that?
On the EC part? Or
yes, on the EC part. The land that just Qingjian won.
I think moving forward, I think one thing is for certain, let's not talk about just being EC. I think there are a lot of things which we can already identify in the market, which is very helpful to us to determine where are the prices going. So amidst all the uncertainties around the world, I think a lot of buyers also have this question mark in their head. But definitely one thing that we can't run away, I always share with my clients, is the land cost which the developers bid. Given the higher construction cost and then adding their profit margin, I think one way to see this is that the market in terms of pricing will still continue to go up, definitely for the 2022.
I guess what that translates is, things are not getting cheaper. Candidly, developers are not making good margin now because of the cost, material costs, logistic costs, labor costs, all adds up, and as much as I say, buying property, you have to plan your finances very well because you're going to hold it for long. And but the brick and mortar business in Singapore, the reality is still a best hedge against inflation. Even there's a war, at the end of the day, you still need a place to live and work, and some investment you have to do the extra cash. The other tender that came out yesterday was Daily Farm, won by Simlian at 980 per plot ratio. That probably will translate to a selling price of between 1,800 to 2,100 when it's put into the market. What's your view on that, on the Simlian, on the Daily Farm? Getting 980 selling at 1,900. Daily Farm area is more to the Upper Bukit Timah. Can the market digest this price?
I think definitely yes. In fact, in the not so, even in areas that are not even like closer to city, I think other sites such as the Lentor and Ang Mo Kio sites, those will actually translate into a sale price of, I think, at least 2,001 or 2,000 per square feet kind of pricing. So I think really these are some of the things which we can't escape. And moving forward, I think when we look back 1 year, when we go to next year and we look back at current market, I think we will definitely see that even our current projects which are in the market, are going to be looking cheap. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah.
You see, normally we get paralyzed by a lot of numbers, data in the market. What's the movement here? What's the movement there? What's sold at what price and all these things. But I want to say something that is very true from the heart. Is the reality? This is, whether be it with ABSD, increased transaction costs, and so forth. Singapore is a very small country, and hearing from a young man, not those industry experts, things are not getting cheaper, really not getting cheaper. And last week, I went into one of the show flat built by Riviera, one project called Riviera, which is by Fraser. This project took my eyes, and then I start to do some research on it, and it's going to be TOP very soon this year, might be in the third quarter. The price is hovering around 2,800 per square foot, and there are some very good goodies given out to buyers very soon. In fact, the prices are so palatable that when I do the research, and I just want to read out to you, the selling attributes about this project. It's, that amazingly is, of course, it's luxurious waterfront living in the heart of the city. Limited stocks there, and this development is something like Shanghai or River Thames, because there are waterfront apartment. There's a Fraser Promenade, a mixed development of warehouse and service apartment, which offer the resident there suites of services such as housekeeping, laundry, babysitting, shopping, and those who do not want to have a live-in, they can even hire a domestic helper within what Fraser can provide. It's a 24/7 lifestyle hub. Be it you stay or be it you rent it out, I think the rental yield is very good yield that you will get it back. There's dining hall, roastery, lounge bar, all these are just within the vicinities. Now, I was told, when I read through all these things, and then I went in and out, and I was surprised that even their bathroom, they have real marble tiles on the wall. The bedrooms, real the parquet and the what we call the timber, white oak timber, are not the engineered timber. The storage cabinet, kitchen tops are all imported from Paul, which is one of the oldest kitchen brand in the world. Now, Ganonol, kitchen appliances, all these are all given. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom. At about the price of 2,800, do you think it's a good choice?
I think let's not see the price first. I think 2,800 definitely is a very reasonable price given its location and what you just mentioned. But I think a lot of the times, if we actually go into Riviera, I personally feel that it's one of the projects which I feel that if I want to stay, I wouldn't mind staying here. Reason being is because I think waterfront living in Singapore is something that is very low in supply. So buyers that actually buy Riviera definitely will not just be looking at the price point. I think it's something of a lifestyle which they will be buying into. I mean, take a look at the finishing. The moment I walk in, I see the dark marble tiles. I see that the unit size are slightly bigger than normal. I see that most of the appliances are really top end. Ganonol, I think all these are really the highest range that we can get in today's market, given the fact that it also has a nice river view. So I think it's not just about the price, but with this, I think Riviera is more of a lifestyle and something that if I were to be a buyer, I'm not just looking at the price. I want to be in the comfort of such a nice place to be living in. So I think a lot of times we should actually focus on things that we can actually envision or let the buyers feel that what they're actually going into. Of course, the price being reasonable also.
I think location is undoubtedly is one of the best locations, which is within the vicinity of Orchard Road. Now, on top of that, consumer have many choices. But if you look at the locale there, there aren't many that has these attributes.
Yeah.
But more importantly, coming from this young man, 29, has such a record success where others who have been in the industry for the last 10 years could not make it as where he is, led a team of 50%. If you could turn back the clock, you're 29, what would you want to be? Same.
Same, no change.
Yeah.
I think for me, real estate really changed my life. I mean, my friends who grew up with me know 22, 24 was a very difficult time of my life too, and I'm extremely, seriously very thankful for real estate because if not for real estate, I wouldn't be having what I have today. Yeah, so I'm honestly, you ask me if I change back time, I would still do the same thing. Or even if today I restart back from zero, I would still do the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, for those out there, if you do agree with this gentleman, but and myself as well, I've been a year here. If I can get my youth and my time back, I think I should have joined this industry, when I was in the 20s.
Yeah.
But I think this is what we could do and accept now. I can't turn back the clock. I'm not God. But what I can do now is to do my best, help these young people, and obviously today industry. How should I put it across? It's not volatile, but more importantly is you must know what you want, because money is not infinite. So if you decide to upgrade or even downgrade or buy 2 or 3 properties for investment purposes, do talk to these young men, because they are very sincere and honest, and Huttons agents out there. But more importantly, I think honesty. Huttons for the last 20 years, we are now at 4,300 agents. I think it is that honesty and the sincerity part when we deal with customer. It is not that money that all we know there's commission being paid to the agents, but more importantly, to earn that bread, that income. It is about doing a service to the consumer to ensure that they enjoy what they buy and what they have bought, and eventually it is very rewarding when customer comes to people like Jody and say, well done, I could have come to you earlier. Jody, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to have you here, and I hope that all well ends well. Despite there's a war in Asia, I think relatively we are still safe, although the economic supply chain, things are not cheaper, it does affect us a bit. But I'd like to end this by saying, eat well, sleep well, enjoy what you do. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jody.